Hi and welcome back. Today we're going to make some simulated barn wood, and here's the things that you'll need. So you'll need a piece of wood that you're working on. You're going to need a drill and a wire brush. You're going to need a various amount of marking tools, and all to make some wormholes, to make some cracks with a flathead screwdriver. You'll make some more cracks with an X-Acto knife, and then a couple different style hammers, and we'll start to mark up the wood with that. Then we will start off with a light stain, and then we'll move to a darker stain and blotch that on, and then we'll finish it off with a gray stain. So let's see how this turns out. All right, so the first step is to take a wire brush to the wood. So I'll put my safety glasses on. It's good to note that with this you're going to kick up a bunch of dust, so it's good to have a respirator on too.
One thing I learned on my first attempt was not to push down too hard with the wire brush, but let the wire brush kind of guide across the wood itself to take off the fibers naturally.
Alright, so after that's finished, you'll notice a very different texture on the wood as well. You can go off and peel off any loose fibers, but basically what we're doing is removing the softer piece of wood on the top and revealing some nice grain pattern and what's going to look like a weathered look. So the next thing you want to do is go ahead and take your hammer and just start marking up the wood randomly. Some claw marks. And then you would take your screwdriver and dig it down. Use an awl to give it some wormhole appearances. Maybe a couple different marks, like trails. And then we're going to use an X-Acto knife and score the wood a little bit.
Here's a picture of what it looks like before and after several attempts. If you wait to the end of the video, I'll show you a picture of my first attempt. The one piece I'm working on right here.
Maybe another hammer. Now we're going to take a little bit of sandpaper, just knock off all the top stuff, anything that's loose. Now we'll go into the stains. So first we're going to use a kind of a stain just to kind of brighten up the wood, make it a little golder or a little bit richer. So that's going to be our base stain. Okay, so what I'm using here is a golden pecan.
This part is trial and error as well. So here I'm just using the straight pecan and putting it on the wood. And another one I did after this, I put a little barn red in there and mixed the two together to see what look it would give.
We're going to let that dry for about 5 minutes. And then we're going to add some of this dark walnut around the knots and kind of give it a little bit of a weathered look and a little bit uneven and some blotchiness. And here you just want to blotch it in a little bit. And then you want to wipe off the excess a little bit. And then you want to do is take your gray, and we're going to go over the whole entire piece.
What I found here was that leaving the gray on instead of wiping it off gave the wood a little bit more natural look and a better outcome. My first attempt didn't come out exactly how I wanted it to, but that's where the fun comes. I get to try again and see what it looks like next time.